Active Mom here. I am going to try to get this done today. I've discovered that I just don't have very much time anymore, so videos are very hard. But anyway, I'm going to try to get it done before somebody walks in my office door. I want to give you a very healthy breakfast recipe. I know school is starting back for a lot of y'all now or next week or in the weeks to come. And this would be a perfect breakfast to make for your kiddos because it's very healthy. What it is baked oatmeal, and I put fresh blueberries. You could use frozen blueberries. This week I added blueberries and cranberries and walnuts, and I think sliced almonds would be delicious, but I didn't buy any at the grocery store last week, so I had walnuts in the freezer from long ago. And they were still good. Yay! So anyway, let me get to the recipe because I know y'all's time is valuable as well as mine. What you need is 2 eggs, a half of a cup of applesauce, unsweetened or sweetened. I use canned applesauce that I canned several years ago, and it's still good. The first time I started making this, I had cinnamon applesauce. Right now, I just have plain applesauce, and it's still just as good. 1/3 of a cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, which in my house I love vanilla extract, so I pour the stuff into the tablespoon and then just let it go over for a little bit, you know, so it's probably close to 2 tablespoons, or yeah, 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract instead of 1, but oh well, who cares? It's really good. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 3 cups of fresh oatmeal. I use the Quaker brand. We get it at Sam's. It comes in a pack of 2 or 3 large boxes, and I just keep it in a storage container. I open up 1 box at a time, keep it in a storage container, and it's there for me whenever I'm ready. 1 cup of milk. I use almond milk. I'm sure you can use coconut milk. I just didn't have any on hand, and I had almond milk on hand, and so that's what I used. Or you can use regular milk. That's fine too. I've used that before because I had that, but now my regular milk has gone soured, and I had almond milk, so that's what I used. And then 1 cup of fresh blueberries. I actually use a little bit more than a cup. Like this week I used a cup of fresh blueberries, a half a cup of frozen cranberries, because you know cranberries only come out 1 time a year around here, and it's only for a few weeks, and once those are sold out, it's done. And then probably a half a cup of walnuts. I leave them half. You can dice them up or whatever, whatever you want to do. So that's the ingredients. Now for the directions. You want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees and spray a 9 by 13 or an 11 by 7 pan with, hold on, about that, my boys were having a problem, so you know you have to deal with your children whenever that happens. They apparently a wasp or something has gotten into their playroom and they were freaking out. Anyway, but I couldn't find it, so I told them, I said we'll deal with it when it gets back, so I may have to stop the video again. Anyway, let me get back. Let me start the directions all over again because I had just started. You want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And then you're going to spray a 9 by 13 pan. I used actually like a 7 by 9 pan the other day. It just made it thicker. But the 9 by 13 pan is the best for me. You want to spray that with non-stick spray. Then you want to, in your blender, you want to take your eggs, your applesauce, your brown sugar, and your vanilla. And you want to mix that until it's all mixed real good, because you know brown sugar clumps together. So you want to get all those clumps out, and you want to mix the eggs up real good with it. Then you want to put, after all that's mixed up, then you add your salt and your baking powder to it, and wait till that's all mixed in there really good. Mine went up onto the sides of my mixing bowl, so I stopped it, scraped the sides, and made sure that everything was all mixed up in there really good before I put the milk and the oats in there. Now I put the 1 cup of milk into the thing and stirred that in there for just a little bit, because the milk doesn't really need to be stirred in. And then you want to take your oats, 3 cups of oats, and put them in there and stir them up. It's going to get really dry. It's really dry once you finish doing that. So you want to, what I do is as my mixer is going around, I've got a stand mixer, and as my mixer is going around, I turn it off and lift it up slowly so that the oats will kind of jar off into the mixing bowl. And then I take the beater off and I bang it on the side of the mixing bowl to get all the oats off, and then I use my spoon to get the rest of them off and everything. But anyway, then you want to fold in, just put your blueberries, cranberries, whatever. Yes, I am at my office, so I do have a lot of outside sounds, sorry. But you want to put your blueberries, cranberries, you can do strawberries, you can do any kind of fruit, really. I've seen recipes with bananas in it. I want to try that. I just haven't had a chance to. Our bananas go bad like within 2 days. It's ridiculous. But the blueberries and the cranberries we freeze the cranberries, and they seem to last a pretty good long time. But you want to take those and you just want to put those in there, and you want to take your spoon and just mix them in there around until they're, it's all mixed up. You're not trying to break apart the blueberries or anything. You just want to mix them in there and get them in the middle of all the oatmeal stuff. Then you take your mixing bowl and you scrape out the oatmeal, because it's very thick. It's not going to come out on its own. So you're going to scrape out the oatmeal thing and spread it out into your 9x13 pan, and then you stick it in the oven. Remember, we've preheated the oven to 350 degrees. So once that's preheated, you're going to stick it in the oven and bake it for 30 minutes. And once that's done, it's done. You pull it out of the oven. I let it sit around for about 20 minutes or so. What I do is in the morning times I'll mix it up, put it in the oven, and then there has not been any sounds around this place all day, and then whenever I do my video, look what happens. It's crazy. But anyway, once I put it in the oven, I'll sit there and I'll play around on the internet or whatever until it's done. Then I'll pull it out and then I'll go get dressed. I'll do my hair and my makeup and everything, and when I come back, it's cooled off enough that I can eat it. I like it just plain, just like it is. Now, I've read other recipes like with the bananas and stuff where people put syrup on it. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. It's completely up to you. I was looking at the syrup bottle that we have at the house, and just to see, how many calories I would be adding if I did decide to put syrup on it. And the syrup that I have, 1/4 cup is 200 calories, and there's no way with a piece of the oatmeal that I would even use a tablespoon. Not even, maybe a tablespoon if I were to do that. So it's not going to be 200 calories that you're putting on there. But anyway, it's a very good healthy breakfast for your kiddos, and it lasts with me anyway. It lasts with me so long, up until lunchtime. I usually eat breakfast around 7:30, 7:45, and I don't eat lunch until 11:30 or so, and I'm really not even that hungry at 11:30. So it really does last a very long time, and it's a very good, filling, healthy breakfast for the kiddos to have whenever they go back to school. So I hope this has helped. I'm going to try to get another video done while I have the chance and see when I can put them up on YouTube. But anyway, y'all have a great day. Bye.